Hundreds of Google and Amazon workers on Thursday staged protests around the country to speak out against the two tech giants' cloud contracts with the Israeli government, fearing the military could use the technology to surveil Palestinians. The demonstration stretched across four U.S. cities: San Francisco, New York, Seattle, and Durham, North Carolina, as workers protested Project Nimbus, a $1.2 billion contract that both Google and Amazon have signed to provide Israel with artificial intelligence services and other computing tools. The technology could be used for facial detection and sentiment analysis, a form of machine learning that purveyors claim can discern someone's feelings by studying their face and speech, according to a report by The Intercept. In San Francisco, protesters gathered at one of Google's offices overlooking the bay, and marched 5 blocks to Amazon's office. Protesters chanted, "Amazon get off it, put people over profit. And no justice, no peace." Tech workers in the streets. They also held signs that said, "Another Google worker against apartheid, Palestine will be free and no tech for apartheid." Organizations including Amnesty International and the Human Rights Watch have described Israel's actions against Palestine as apartheid. "We call on every single Google worker that is listening to choose action over apathy," Ariel Corin, a former Google employee, said during the rally. As she spoke, she turned toward the Google office behind her and pointed up at the windows. "That's why Google workers are speaking out today and saying drop Nimbus." Organizers said 150 people attended the San Francisco rally. Google spokesperson Phil Erlingson said the protesters are misrepresenting the contract. "As we have stated many times, the contract is for workloads running on our commercial platform by Israeli government ministries such as finance, healthcare, transportation, and education," he said in a stop. "Our work is not directed at highly sensitive or classified military workloads relevant to weapons or intelligence services." But a July report by The Intercept said Google's technology provides the government and its military with capabilities in facial detection, object tracking, and sentiment. The nationwide protests come a week after Corin, who had worked at Google for 7 years, resigned from the company after what she described as retaliation for publicly criticizing the contract. After her activism, Corin, who worked as a marketer for educational products in Latin America, said she was suddenly told to move to Brazil or lose her job, rally organizers said.